Hey everybody, I'm JJ Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival. So today what I want to do is just two quick things. Number one is to just give a quick reminder that, now that it's starting to get a little bit colder and all that kind of stuff, it's a good time to do maintenance on your tools. That's what I was doing with some of these. Had the grinder out, putting a little bit of an edge on them and stuff like that. And just thought I'd kind of remind you guys, hey, you might want to do this, just that proper care and maintenance of your tools. The second thing is just going to talk about 10 useful tools to have around the house. These are tools that I use all the time. These are not little hand tools. I'm talking about like big yard tools, garden tools, stuff like that. And I think they're pretty valuable to have around as a prepper. They can be useful in a lot of different situations. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first one is just your basic shovel. All right, this one's a little dirty. We use it all the time. I did sharpen it up a little bit, and sharpening it definitely makes the job a lot easier. That's for sure. I like the traditional wooden handle ones. I've tried all different kinds of them before, but I seem to have the best luck with the wooden handle ones. As opposed to fiberglass or whatever the case may be. The next one is a good sledgehammer. I think this is a, 12 or 16 pound. Hell, maybe it's 8 pounds, I'm not sure. Anyway, but a sledgehammer like this comes in useful for pounding in stakes and breaking up concrete, all that kind of stuff. If you have a pipe break or you need to install something in your basement, a foundation, breaking up the concrete, stuff like that. That's a good useful tool. The next one is just your basic hoe, garden hoe. Chopping up snakes. I hate snakes. Yeah, just using it in and around the garden, in the flower beds, the garden, all that kind of stuff. Again, putting a good edge on there is helpful. All right, the next one might not be quite so common, is a Pulaski. Great for digging and breaking up hard ground. I prefer to get the one with the spike. They also make another one with almost like a little blade head. But this, again, around here with really hard soil like we have out here in Cheyenne, this is invaluable if you're having to dig or anything like that. This one is a post hole tamper, tamping bar, and weighs about 16 pounds, and it is good for squaring off edges, kind of down deep, and then also for tamping post holes once you've got the post in and all that kind of stuff, and you want to tamp it down nice and hard. These work really well. The next one, just a good old garden rake, raking, leveling out dirt and all that kind of stuff. Seems like we're always using that. Next one is post hole diggers. If you've got any kind of fence or anything like that you maintain on your property, if you've had to update, the fence, anything along those lines, digging post holes, those are great to use. And let's see, what are we on, number 7, I think? 7 or maybe 8. Just a good splitting maul. This is kind of a unique splitting maul. It's got these little wedges that kind of wedge out when it hits, and it actually works pretty good. I had this for a lot of years. Split tons of wood with it. But any kind of splitting maul, if you've got firewood and a fireplace and that kind of thing, then that's going to be helpful. Let's see here. Another one is a T-post driver, and just for putting in fence posts, basically. Pretty self-explanatory. And then last but not least is a T-post remover, and this kind of just goes down on the ground and it works as a lever, to pull up T-posts, fence posts. moving things around, stuff like that. So anyway, that's just 10. And really, you know, like I said, the point is just to remind you guys to keep up the maintenance on your tools. Also, if you don't have a set of kind of basic yard and garden tools and stuff like that, obviously tailor it to your own specific needs, but they are handy to have. You know, digging, like I said, if a pipe breaks or something like that, or if you're, you know, having to trench in maybe a new propane tank like I had to, or a lot of different situations can pop up, you know, when you're a homeowner and if you have property or anything like that where you can use this stuff. And so making sure that you're equipped and outfitted and all that kind of stuff is kind of important. So anyway, you know, and from the SHTF kind of prepping sort of aspect to this, that wasn't really where I was going on this, but if there ever was a big grid down situation, having some serious, you know, real digging tools, you know, to set up defensive fighting positions and different things along those lines could also be useful in that regard too. So, but anyway, I will have links to some of these products down in, you know, on Amazon below if you guys are needing anything or anything like that. I always appreciate it when you use those links. It really is very helpful to the channel. So I would be curious to know what other items, and again, this list, this is just 10, it could be like 50 to 100 long, but I would love to know what you guys think is the top 10 useful tools to have around the house. You know, these kind of garden and yard tools and that kind of stuff. Not really talking about knives and saws and survival tools and axes and stuff like that, but more of the around the house kind of stuff. And not really hand tools either. So anyway, hopefully I'm explaining this right. As always, guys, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys.